Right then, so what we're going to do now is we're going to try and put a crumble, a strawberry crumble we're going to try and do in the sandwich toaster. Like I say, never done it before. If it works, it works. If it don't, we throw it in the bin and we nip off down the chip shop. Apparently they're doing call and collect, so we'll be all right. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a cup and we've got a tin of strawberries. We're going to get these strawberries out and we're going to pop them in this cup. Now, we did have some apples as well, a tin of apples, but I can't find them. So we're just going to do the strawberries. I have a little bit of juice in there to begin with, and I'm going to mash it up a little bit. Just mash them up a little bit in there. Then, like I said, all this can be done when you're camping, so you've got to be prepared. You can do this when you get there, because all you've got to do is open the can, put it in a cup and mash them up a bit. So they've been mashed up a bit and it's a bit, put a bit of liquid in there. And then what we're going to do with this, we're going to pour that into the toaster, into the sandwich toaster. There you go, chuck that in there. And we're going to move it around a little bit. There you go. Move it around. Like I say, if I had some apples, it would have a bit more filling. But like I say, I'm just giving you an idea. Just giving you an idea and seeing if it's going to work. Now, in the cupboard, I've got a little bit of honey. Now, I like a bit of honey. I like sweet things. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of honey on there. Not too much, just a little bit. Like that. Pop that back in the cupboard. And we're going to have a little bit of sugar as well on there. And that'll caramelise up lovely, that will. Now, we're going to pop the heat on. Hopefully the cooker stays on. There you go. And I suggest if you try this at home, keep the heat down. Now, don't forget, we got our toad in the hole doing. What I'm doing with that, because I can smell it cooking and it smells like a massive pancake. Now, I don't want the underside to be burnt or well done, so I'm moving it on and off the heat, keeping the heat there but not the flame underneath. Don't forget the ridge monkey's got a top and bottom, so we're trying to keep the heat inside. Don't want to keep opening it and letting that heat out. So it's been on the heat for a few minutes. It's quite, I can't put my hand on that, it's quite hot. So it's not on any heat now, it's just the heat of the cooker. The heat what's inside the ridge monkey. So hopefully that's still cooking that batter. Now, this has been on just a little while. Like I said, if you're doing this camping, you need to be prepared. So what I did a little bit of, well, probably too much, but I did a little bit of crumble mix earlier. Now that's just starting to bubble, so I'm going to turn that down as low as I can get it. As low as I can get it. There you go. And then I'm going to get me crumble mix and I'm just going to put it in each four corners, like so. In the middle, on the top there. Do you know, I thought I'd done far too much, but do you know, I think I can get the whole lot in. I was going to spread that around. I didn't think I'd get all that lot in there. But there you go. That is all in. Let's just get rid of my bowl. There you go. And that is your crumble mix. Now, I'll let you into a little secret. I don't even know how to do a crumble mix, but what I did, it was just like tipped handful of flour in. I don't even know if it was self-raising or plain. I don't know. I think If you don't want it to rise, it's self-raising. If you want it to rise, it's plain. I think that's right. It don't sound right. You think self-raising for the things that rise, but I think it's the other way around. But I think I use plain flour, so I think it's wrong. But I just put a bit in a bowl. I'll put some butter in it. I'll crumble it all up so it looks like breadcrumbs. And there you are. That's my mix. I mean, I don't know if it's right, but I'm sure it tastes all right. Anyway, on the top, we're going to put some sugar. Now, I've got a sweet tooth. Anybody who knows me will tell you that. A little bit more. I'm going to pop this one back on the heat. That's been cooking away nicely. And this one, I think we're going to have to do a similar thing. A little bit more sugar. Right, I think that'll be it with the sugar. Now, let me just bring it round. There you go. And there is your strawberry crumble in your ridge monkey on a really low heat. If I bring that in as far as I can, you can see just around the edges, look, it's bubbling. So it's cooking away underneath. I'm just hoping that the crumble will crumble up nicely and be all nice and, what's the word? Biscuity. Anyway, we're going to shut that down. And that will act like an oven. Don't forget, don't turn it over, otherwise it'll be in a right mess. Right, let's bring this over. Let's pop this up. And I'll show you guys, if I can put it at an angle, there. And I'll bring the camera over. Now, it's only been going for about 3 or 4 minutes. And the Yorkshire pudding mix, it looks a bit anemic on the top, but it's certainly rising. Now I think when all the liquid to the mix has totally like gone hard, or not gone hard, but gone like a sponge, you can then probably flip it over, which I think I'm going to have a go at doing. So let's have a little flip live on camera. 3, 2, 1, over we go. Now that's gone over. Now, I haven't opened this. Let's have a little look. So you know I'm not cheating, turning the camera on and off. Look at that. Now, bring the camera over. That was the bottom. Now I would say that that is near enough done. So all I've got to do is to keep an eye on the other side. And I think we're going to be nearly there. Lewis is going to be so happy with his tea tonight. So we're going to pop that lid down, pop it back on the gas, get a little bit warm, and then we're going to open up this one and see how we're doing. Now, this one doesn't seem to have changed much at the moment. There you go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make up a little bit of gravy for the, oh, shut that down. Keep the heat in, so it's like an oven. Yeah, nice and warm. Going to make up a little bit of gravy for the Yorkshire pudding and the sausages. And we'll come back to you in a minute and we'll see how you're getting on. So, see you in a minute.